back in Prague for the site of Game 2 so far today. Can you not hear me?
I can, yeah.
Back for the site of Game 2 of the women's matchups as we have Germany and Finland. In what is Game 2, we already had our first game of the day, which was Belgium and Norway, and ultimately ended up being a strong win for Belgium. As Luke Lee here with Suzuki Ballas, or Ballas Suzuki, excuse me. I'm not used to the surname in front of the first name. That's something I have to get used to.
No problem. It's a little bit different here in Europe. Welcome back, everybody, after a little longer break than it used to be, and we have the privilege. This is the first ever game here at Jižní Město. That's the women's clash between Germany and Finland. You see the round-robin table so far. Their system is a little bit different. We have 7 women's team here at the European Championship, and don't forget, this is the first ever European box lacrosse championship for all the women's. So this is a huge for, I think, for everybody all around the world. So finally the women's tournament arrived to Jižní Město, and we will have another one today, a big clash.
It will be a big clash indeed between hometown Czechs and visitors from Israel.
Yeah,
so
that's going to be one of the biggest game in the round robin. German teams already played against Czechia. That's their only loss. So I think these 3 teams are a little outstanding from them.
They also, I was just gonna say, they also did have their loss to England as well.
Oh, sorry, my bad, yeah.
No, you're good. I just wanted to make sure that we had all the facts correct. Here's the opening face-off. Will be a scrum. And look for a second like Germany had it. Now Finland is going to get on top of it for the first face-off win of the day. That's Maria Kaki brings it in for Finland, and here come the Finns. They're coming off a tough 4-game stretch to begin the tournament, but obviously a brand new team playing in their, well, everyone's playing in their first ever European Box Lacrosse Championships, but not as much experience compared to some of these other teams, including Germany. As some tough pressure immediately from Germany. That was Annie Hipper.
And that was their first shot on goal, almost just seconds before the shot clock round down to 0, and we will see the first offense from Germany. They are outstanding in defense, but you know, there's a little bit bigger gap between the 2 teams in general.
As a shot was taken in front of the net, that was Emma Cardos. As again, another stop defensively for the Finns, as here they come, gonna work their way down the floor, but the pass was ultimately knocked down, and Miriam Bieber gonna throw it deep here on the clear. It's in to start it out, and already Germany on top, as that's Kiri Sander who knocks it in for the Germans, and it'll be 1-0.
Yeah, we see the first goal here at Jižní Město. We waited a little more than 1 minute to find it. Merlin Steyer. That's a beauty. Sorry, it was Kiri Sander, not 31. It was 81. My bad.
Kiri Sander, that ball was put right on her. She caught that completely in stride and then able to put it into the far corner. As a face-off going to be won by Germany, so they'll even up the count on that side, as that was Tabia Hartseeker. She loses it, but it'll be picked up by the Germans. This is Fushuber, who again loses control of it. It's going to go back into German territory, and Finland will take over on offense again, as we'll see what they can do here on their 3rd offensive possession of the game. It'll be Suvioni, excuse me, pushed back into the walls. Going to get out quickly to Monto, and Sander going to knock it out. She has the goal, and now picked up again by the Germans. This is Laura Roth. Roth will slow things down for the rest of the Germany offense to get onto the floor, as Angelica Balbuena, the main feeder for the Germans so far, able to get it out, as that'll be brought in by Marlene Steyer. Steyer will work her way around. Shot taken. And too far. Again, Finland will continue to work it down the field, or down the floor. Nice move by by Ina Yapala. As Kaki facing some tight pressure now out to Yapala, who can't quite corral but does get on top of it. Yapala out quickly to Kaki, who loses it for a second, and now on the floor. And again, here comes Germany. Laura Delker has the one-on-one opportunity, and some tight defense from the Finns. That was Mona London, who was able to slow it down and prevent the fast break goal from happening. Big stop from her, picked up again by London. She'll continue to move it down the field here. As a nice hit knocked out on the cross check by Emily Fuschuber.
Yeah, a little football down on the ground. They could double him easily. Take away the ball. Now we are on the other side. So far, it's not as surprising.
As back behind the pass, it was taken by Bieber. As a solid way to work their way behind the net. That was Hipper, who was trying to get it out to Miriam Bieber, but unfortunately for Germany, shot doesn't land. Score still 1-0. As here's Monto, she'll flip it out. That was brought in by Suvi. Is now near side. This is Yapala. She looks for left. Out to Suvi again. Suvi far side, gonna work her way down. It's in! And Finland, what a way to respond. The captain, Suvioni. And Finland gonna tie this game up.
Now we need a little cleaning, but we have seen the first Finnish goal here at Jižní Město. Of course, One, the captain for Finland, cuts inside. That was a great run outside. Beat her defender, and a nice jumping goal just to the edge of the circle. And the score is 1-1. So it's a little surprising for me that the two teams are still level. They're evenly matched so far. I'm looking forward to the later parts of the game. Ooh, it was a jump in for number 24. Yeah, Hipper, Annie Hipper.
This pass too far outside. Trying to go near side, as ultimately doesn't end up going the way of the Finns. This is Hipper. She'll get it out to Bieber. Now Bieber trying to force it back into Hipper, who loses it. It was too far ahead of her. And again, here comes the Finn. This is Taipale, is lost by Finland quickly and back into the possession of Germany. This is Clara Kiekbusch. She's going to work her way into, oh no, it's actually not. She let go of it. Some far side for the Germans. Laura Korsic. Now skip pass shot was taken by Kiekbusch, so getting it back to her far or near side. Scooped up by the Finns. This is Mesa Pentala. This ball was too high on the pass, was looking for Paula Pekaniran. And Laura Delker will get on top of it for Germany. So quickly out to Lonnie Barker. Barker gonna take it near side, top side, as she'll wait for the rest of the offense to get on the floor for Germany. This is Quilitz.
Yeah, after 5 minutes it's still 1-1, but Germany getting more possession minute by minute, making more chances.
A shot from Helf goes in! And as you were saying it,
right on time.
Tessa Helf.
She's the point leader so far for Germany, one of the best players. And I'm gonna double check it. Maybe he is on the 3rd place of the points table. No, she's on the 5th place so far, scoring 11, assisting 2. Now she is leveled Henke van Versveld from Netherlands. She got a couple. If she gonna score a couple of more, she can climb higher.
As Hartseeker on the face-off, trying to go down low on the shot. Not able to knock it through, so this is Lottie Barker, who's got it in the corner, takes the shot, top shelf, but unable to land it. The ball gonna roll past the yellow line. It'll go into German territory, and that'll be our first hydration break here of the first quarter. It's been a fast one to get us going. 2-1 Germany, and we'll be back here in a minute for the rest of the first quarter. Back again in Prague. Back from the hydration break. It's 2-1 in favor of Germany over Finland. It's been an exciting one to get us going. And take a look at the early scoring. It took us just essentially a couple minutes for Kiri Sander to get the first goal for Germany. And then it was Suvi Oni, who was able to tie it up for Finland before Tessa Helf gave Germany the lead again. So skip pass outside, brought in. That was Ulaska.
Oh, that was a big hit.
Big hit, stick losing possession was Laura Delker as another big hit. Gonna set up a fast break for Kiri Sander. She's looking for two. Not able to knock it in. As step for step.
That was a great defense by Ulaska.
Ulaska was there with her step for step. Is gonna work their way back top. This is Steyer who's gonna work it near side to Delker. Delker surveying, takes a shot, thought about passing it for a second, but the rebound off the shot gonna go back to Germany. They're gonna work their way near side again. Shot taken, it's in. Marlene Steyer.
That's her second of the game. It was a point shot to the top right corner. Uses one of the Finnish defender as a screen, but it was so accurate. There is a long diagonal pass to the left side. Wow, so perfect.
Again, the German ball movement has been really, really solid. They gave her just way too much space. That was Mia Reppinen, who was supposed to be guarding on her, just gave her a little bit too much push.
Vara couldn't do anything with that. Now this is the first multiple goals difference in the game.
Vara, she's the second goalie or starting. She came in late, had to get cleared immediately. And in the corner goes Germany. That's Emma Cardos. And the Germans already have 7 minutes into the game. Again, the ball movement has been so good. Crashing down on Annie Hipper was the entire Finland defense, and then Erica Orge a little bit too late on the slide outside. You can see it's a second too late. And
yeah, they tried to double Hipper. That was a good work on them, but somehow she got free and could make the pass to the left-hand side, and we just see the outcome.
So Hipper, speaking of her, was able to take the face-off for Germany. And so she'll look to continue to advance the fortunes for this German offense to start out. And going up top. Now outside away, his shot was taken again. Going to go into the net. It'll go back to Finland. That was Laura Koscherik on the shot for Germany. So again, the Finns will look to get something going. This is Maisa Pentola. Gonna work her way out to Kaki. Kaki gonna fight through the contact. Gonna lose it for a second, but gets back on top of Kiri Sander, forcing the pressure. Now back to Kaki, who's gonna work her way far side. And we'll see if she tries to maneuver. She will, she lost it. Was trying to go for the shot, and again, here comes Germany on transition. It's a 2-on-1. Kiri Sander to Delker! And Laura Delker! Taking it in, that's 5 for Germany. And they are pouring it on.
That was a great fast transition from Germany. 2 against 1, as you mentioned, easy peasy. That was a great pass, wide open. Goes to the left side of the goal.
And that's just a really, really tough position to put Venla Monto into. You could see as the play was developing, she was one of the only Finland players to actually transition over, or the only one over in time. As you can see, they're getting some.
And this is the first time out for Finland. The head coach is a little furious about them. They tried to start the game a little bit different, but everything was falling apart in the last couple of minutes.
And you can see she's pointing to the brain. She's talking about, hey, we're in a tough position here, but you got to have the mental strength, mental fortitude to try to stick it out here, because you don't want to give up this early into the game. Obviously, it's a tough result to start out, but there's a lot of lacrosse left to be played here.
Finland started the journey in the round robin against Czechia. They got beaten 25-2, at least scoring 2. They played against England, losing by 26 goals, couldn't score any. That was their heaviest loss so far. They had a day off on the third day. And sorry, they played against the Netherlands and still waiting for their day off. They lost 17-3 and played against Ireland on Sunday yesterday. The score was 19-5, the closest so far. And now here we are at Jižní Město playing against Germany. Still winless, but hoping for a better outcome.
So the face-off initially won by Finland, but picked up quickly by Germany as they'll work their way. Far side of the near side is down low. This is Emma Cardo is going to work it around behind the net. And Tabia Quilitz stepped into the crease.
But we have a penalty on number 14, 11.
It's going to be 14. It'll be on Erica Orr. They'll send her.
No, it's number 19.
Oh, 19, excuse me. It's on Ven Lamonto. He's stuck out there on transition on the previous German goal. So it'll be a power play opportunity for the Germans, their first of the day. They'll take on the 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. So working their way back up top, that's Barker. Outside to Tessa Helf. Back up, now near side to Steyer. Already has a goal, back to Helf, who's looking for 2, and she's got it!
That was really quick. That's her second goal. Climb up on the leaders by points. That's how you try to succeed on the power play. Great cross run by number 31, Steyer. And an easy pass and a beauty at the finish from the captain.
Yeah, you can see Marlene Steyer, her pick was able to move the defender just out of the way for Tessa Helf to have enough space to put that shot in there. As picked up again, this is Angelica Balbuena. As quickly out to Annie Hipper, now back up top to Quilitz. Now far side, that's Koscherik again. Gonna go back to Quilitz. And ball gonna go down, and it looks like somebody stepped into the crease, so it'll go back to Finland.
Yeah, she just ran through the crease. It was so obvious.
It was Pentola who had it initially, trying to go to Kaki, who's not able to corral the ball. And again, here comes Kiri Sander. Has Delker as a cutter, but was unable to get it there as the stick was in the way. So
Finland struggling to get through the half line. There's just a few chances. They had just a few chances before to try to score a goal. What a crossbar.
Stelker going off the crossbar like you said. Now far side.
Balbuena.
Shot was taken again by Lottie Barker. And bouncing off the wall, it's gonna go past the yellow line, and Germany will still hold on to it. So quickly going to Emma Cardos, who looks to reset for Germany. Now far side, that's Koscherik. She also has a goal, gonna work back into Helf, and that's a hat trick! Tessa Helf, the captain, and she is so explosive and continues to show why.
We have a first period hat trick. She scored the last 2 goals. I'm going to check the point leaders in a second. Now she is on the third, just behind Malinovska and Svetsova. The 2 Czechs are outstanding so far in the tournament. Svetsova scored 15. Malinovska scored only 8, but already gave 9 assists, so 17 points total. And Tessa Helf scored 12 while assisting twice. She got 14 points already.
Now 15.
Oh, 15.
The most recent goal. Just not
forgot to update it.
Yep, not updated enough.
Hansa is the fastest man alive, helping us.
He is. He's doing a fantastic job. He's got his feet kicked up right now. He's enjoying his life, living his best. As working their way around is Germany.
Yeah, it's not easy when you have like 3 screens at the same time.
It's really tough. Now he's one of the best in the business, and we're very thankful for him and everybody across the tournament who's made our jobs as broadcasters easier with all these amazing graphics. Is in front of the net. going to take the shot was Clara Kiekbusch, the shot deflecting off of the net. Is again another shot, and again no cigar for Germany as Laura Koscherik trying to add on to her total. Skip pass as again it goes in, third time's the charm. Marlene Steyer, she's got another, and the Germans keep peppering the pressure on. That's 8.
That was a big shot from Steyer. Waiting in the middle. That's a great pass across the Finnish defenders and goes to the 5-hole. The ladies know where to shoot here at Jižní Město.
Again, you can see Clara Kiekbusch just creating a little bit of space there, knocking her defender out. I believe that was Mia Reppinen who was on her, so just enough space to clear Reppinen out. Again, creating the shot angle. As you know, shot angle is very, very important in box lacrosse, the size of how much padding each goalie wears, as well as the fact that the goal is a little bit smaller compared to field. As the ball's going to be picked up by the Germans. This is Marlene Steyer, who just had the goal. Now back to Annie Hipper, makes the defender fall, takes the shot, going to bounce off the walls, and fighting for it. Tabia Quilitz will corral it for Germany. She'll work her way just beyond the dotted white line now. Near side, as again Emma Cardo, she's got it out to Tessa Helf. Guess who? Shot taken from Helf. That would have been her 4th. As outside to Quilitz, back up top, and far side to Helf. Near side to Quilitz, and she takes the shot. Gonna
go penalty come in.
As gonna be a delayed penalty, it looks like. So we've got it's gonna be Mia Reppinen who's gonna be headed to the box for Finland. So the second power play opportunity for Germany is the Tessa Helf goal.
Yeah, it was a holding on a stick. Laszlo Bajnoci, he's also from Hungary, one of the refs today.
Oh, there you go. Small world, right? So Lottie Barker will work it quickly to Marlene Steyer. Back to Barker, out to Helf, to Barker, who's beyond the yellow line, just barely steps out of it. Steyer, far or near side, back up top to Baker, who works her way, or Barker, back to Barker to Helf. And pass was deflected, getting her stick into the passing lanes is Erica Orr. And now a scrum for the ball in the boxes as shot clock is winding down and it's going to run out. So ultimately, Finland will advance the ball via the shot clock violation.
And this is our first media timeout. We will be right back.
The Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high-quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world.
So back off the second hydration break of the first quarter. It's 8-1 Germany. Still a minute and a half in the power play for the Germans. They'll try to make it 2 for 2 as on the shorthanded offensive possession. This is Finland. Sfera Sivanen passes it far side to Kaki as Kaki gonna work her way down the far side. She'll try to cut back inside. It's in. Marie Kaki. Did not look like it was going in, but it did.
Out from the blue. I just wanted to say this is their longest possession. Even a woman down. Try to waste some time, kill some time, run down the clock, and almost when the shot clock hit it 0, that was a great shot.
that's just what you call unlucky if you're a goalie. Is that just Kiana Baum? I mean, she basically covered up as well as you can. That was just a rope. I don't know how that one went in. Just call it luck, I guess, or maybe it's not. I don't know.
It seems like she just when she bended her knee, there was a small gap between the right shoulder and the goal.
So the second for Finland. Now working their way around, it's Kaki. She's up top. Shot clock winding down the shorthanded offensive possession, but most of the power play killed for Germany. The fast break opportunity for Bitter, gonna fight her way through a defender.
Oh, right leg save with a huge kick
As
by the Finnish goalkeeper.
Vihi Vera, what a save, is now under 10 seconds left in the power play. Germany's just gonna let it die down. Emma Cardos still has it near side, and she'll go far side. Outside to Steyer, shot was taken by Balbuena. So gonna bounce off the wall. As Cardo's gonna get back on top, we're back to even strength. Shot clock winding down. Now up top, the Steyer. A shot again was taken by Tessa Helf, and it goes back to Finland. So the Finns will look to advance the ball. It's working their way down. This is Tapala. Still has it near side. Now up to Monto near side. Works her way around to the far. Now it's going to go to the far side as ball comes out and picked up by the Germans, losing it for a second. That was Emily Richter. And losing possession, it'll go back to Finland. It looks like, no, it'll actually go back to Germany.
There was a little misunderstanding between the players. It was back and over. And now we see Germany try to score for one last time in the first period.
Under 10 seconds, Steyer near side from just beyond the yellow marker, or just inside of it. And that is another goal for Germany. That'll be 9 in the first quarter with 4 seconds to go.
And this is her second hat trick. Steyer with her third goal of the first period, just right after Helf scored her hat trick.
Clara Keekbush is able to force out some space, almost maybe getting away with a hold on her defender. But ultimately, doesn't matter. Face off, negligible, as that'll end the first quarter. It'll be 9-2, Germany over Finland, as we will return in a matter of a minute for the second quarter of this one here in Prague. So back for some second quarter action here in Prague. Let's take a look at the first quarter stats. It's 9-2 in favor of Germany. Look at that shot differential.
But looking at the accuracy from Finland, scoring 2 from 3 opportunities, it's kind of a bug in the system, but it is what it is. Mostly one-way traffic. I think this will be the...
Lottie Barker on the fast break. Took the shot. Gonna get back on top of her own rebound. As
too many women on the
floor
for Germany, maybe.
That's what it looks like. Yep, it's gonna be on Germany, I believe. Waiting for somebody to come over to the penalty box. We'll see. And it will be Germany as they'll bring in Tabia Heartseeker, who will go into the box to the...
Yeah, that's their in-home player. And we will see the first
power play opportunity.
Power play for Finland. Germany is 2 for 2 so far. It's a quiet game penalty-wise. It will be some small mistakes by each players. Won't be that much what we've seen in the morning.
So working their way around is the Finland offense. Here, the power play opportunity. Big one for them as the shot was deflected, getting her stick into the passing lanes. That was Tabia Quilitz.
And Kardosh was there.
And some tough defense from Germany, and looking for something was Lottie Parker as the shot on the doorstep. A little bit too far out. I can't tell who made the shot, but nonetheless, it's going to go back to Germany.
It was 24.
It was Marie Kaki who already has a goal. As one of the two.
Yeah, she was kind of lucky. First time she lost the ball, one of the German defender overrun when she was getting the ball back.
As Health makes a move and takes a shot. I apologize for interrupting.
No problem.
Didn't mean to cut you off, but you know how it goes. As ball picked up by Germany. Gonna go back up top. It's Korsarek. Now, Korsarek still has it. Faked me out. As going towards the bottom pipe. Shot will rebound off the walls and it'll be picked up near side by Tessa Health. Takes the shot, bounces off of a Finland defender. She misses the rebound. And, well, shot clock will run out. It'll be a shot clock violation, and so Finland will take over on offense. Now, about 40 seconds left on the German power plays. That was a very solid defensive possession from Finland. Down a player, obviously, or actually up a player. I apologize, I actually had it off. I had it off. As Germany actually going to be surprisingly on a short-handed offensive possession, able to kill most of that. So now 20 seconds, give or take, for Finland to work with. They're going to work their way outside. Now back inside, near side, shot was Alaska, she's got it! Ika Alaska! And the Finland has their third on the board. And they're 1 for 1 here on the power play.
She was a little bit lucky. There was a good ball movement all around. She cuts inside, shoots for the 5-hole. Number 77, boom, couldn't close her legs. Just on the right time.
Oh, that was real close.
Almost.
You could see that. It went in between her legs. It made contact with the ball.
It can be the slowest roll from the ball. If it crosses the line, it's still a goal.
Said it better than I ever could. As Laura Koscherik on that play was, I think, very surprised that she was even able to bring that catch in. And so kind of let go of Alaska. So Alaska was able to bring it in for the third for Finland. So our offense has had some solid moments to start this first half out, especially against a very solid German defense. Is losing the ball, but eventually on top of it goes Laura Delker. She'll work her way on the near side. Gonna go top shelf, picks it back up, stays in front of the crease, and she knocks it through for the 10th for Germany in the first half. Laura Delker, what a play!
That's her second of the game. The first shot was not the best from her on the chest plate of Löfgren. We got a goalie changing in the Finnish goal, but she was the quickest to pick up the rebound and shoot it over the shoulder of Löfgren.
Really tight shot. That was a big goal. As a fast break as Annie Hipper took the shot down low. Lofgren was all over it.
I think she was a little bit selfish. There was 2 on her side. Could have passed it, but you know, she's the best in the team, scoring so many goals.
Schwitzer was able to get a piece of that ball, got her stick in the passing lanes as Germans come again. This is Laura Roth. Reverse it back around as Clara Kiekbusch take it far side. She'll work her way inside. Now back outside shot was taken again.
It was a great save from Löfgren. The left side of the goal was wide open, but she reached her arm.
So that was a fast break opportunity again for Finland, but unable to hang on to it. So again, Laura Delker gonna work her way out as throws it to Steyer. Steyer lost it for a second, but to get back on top of it. Steyer gonna work her way to the near side, out to Balbuena. Angelica Balbuena back inside is, again, more ball movement for Germany. This is Cardos who took the shot, let go of it.
Balbuena tried to huck it to the goal, missed a little.
Now this is Steyer just motioning for an isolation. Just trying to get a pick from Quilitz, and they go outside and dropped on the play by Laura Korsherick, would ultimately set up a transition opportunity for the Finns. This is Mia Reppinen. Gonna try to reverse her way, get some space on Quilitz. Does manage to get the pass off, but it goes down low, but ultimately will be picked up by the Finns. This is Katharina Schaefer. She'll work her way outside to Kaki. Kaki near side, gonna get the pick, but trying to reverse the floor. Kaki again, not a lot of space to maneuver, eventually takes a shot, not on target. Gonna rebound off the wall, the shot clock violation. And Germany will take possession as we're very close to our first hydration break of the second quarter. We'll let you know when that happens, but very, very close to that. This is Lottie Barker. Barker gonna work her way beyond the first yellow line now to Tessa Helf. Tessa Helf had a survey, thought about shooting it, still thinking about it, trying to reverse again, now gonna work her way back inside. Pass was too far for Schaefer. Now on the rebound outside the Helf. Helf unable to bring in the pass. And again, another scrum forward in the corner. Eventually a scrum picked up by Katharina Schaefer. Just bounces it off the wall, and a shot clock violation for Germany will flip the field for Finland, and that'll take us to the first hydration break of the second quarter. It is 10-3 in favor of Germany, and we'll be back here in a matter of a minute for the remainder of the second. Some more second quarter action here in Prague, and a set up for the Finland offense as they'll get it around here near side. This is Sonioni. Sony gonna work her way far side down underneath as going into the boards. Down to the Finns is Monto able to bring it in one-handed, but ball again ultimately lost and picked up by Germany. This is Laura Roth. And here she goes. She will clear it in time as Roth will work her way far side down.
Finally, Finland finds some momentum in front of the German goal. at least spend some time there. It couldn't work out. Dangerous situations, but it's a little different than it was in the first period.
So ball going to go back to Finland. This is Pentola. She'll work her way near side. Now outside Kaki. Is Kaki to hang on to it, facing some tight pressure from Tabia Hartseeker, who knocked it off on the trail check. And here comes the 2-on-1 fast break.
Oh,
the Beaver. I almost swallowed my gum as I was trying to make that cow.
That was beautiful.
Great setup, but unfortunately not able to knock it through as Millie Lofgren able to get in front of it. So Tessa Helf near side has space. Helf gonna throw it or shoot it down low towards the 5-hole, unable to do so. Now back up top, this is Barker. Outside to Schaefer. Schaefer gonna work her way inside. It was too high, gonna bounce off the wall again, another ricochet. As the Germans just gonna get rid of it. Now ball on the ground, trying to scoop it one hand was Pekka Rarin. As here comes Marie Kaki. The flip the floor for Finland is back on top. Gonna work their way out to Kaki. Now in front of the goal, it's taken, and it's in. Inka Ulaska. And Finland with their 4th on the day. They'll draw it within 6 midway through the second quarter.
That was beautiful. A spinning shot to the left side of the goal. Ida Ulaska. Oh, sorry, it was number 20. Inka Ulaska, the other Ulaska.
So face-off won by Germany again. That's Tabia Hartseeker, who had the fast break opportunity a couple plays ago, is getting out quickly to Lottie Barker. Far side is Barker gonna go near side, still far side is, that's Emma Cardos, who has a goal, gonna go far side again. Bouncing off the walls, looking for Marlene Stiers. Trouble handling it was Mia Reppinen. She had a chance on the fast break if she was able to bring it in, but was not able to. But still, Finland will have the offensive chance to look to extend the scoring success they've seen here in the second quarter. As Ulaska has a couple goals already, working her way around the far or the near side as tries to force the feed back inside, is not able to get it to Suvioni. As into the board goes Monto. She loses the ball. Now that's to Ulaska. Up top, far side, steps down, and it's deflected away for Germany. And again, another fast break for Annie Hipper. She's broken through a couple different defenders, breaks through another one as Hipper just hangs on to it last second. Amelie Lofgren was with her step for step, able to deflect that shot away with her shoulder pads. This is Marlene Schaefer. Schaefer gets the pick from Hess, or from Heff. Helf gonna pick it off of the bouncer. Helf near side to Schaefer. Now on the step down, and it's gonna bounce off the boards. That was Clara Kiekbusch. Was unable to get on top of it for Germany, and the shot clock violation. About 5 minutes left in the first half will give Finland another offensive opportunity. So
this is a little bit slow start to pick up the ball, but you know what? Finland scored twice in this period, while Germany scored only once, which is surprising after Germany scored 9 times in the first period. They're a little bit slowed down.
Nice move.
Or a little bit better game from Finland so far.
Trying to feed it inside, that was Ulaska. Now losing it, but Ulaska gonna get back on top of it, just tries to get rid of it as the shot clock was going to expire. And again, another fast break for Emily Richter. This pass was too far out, it was Richter. So again, Germany gonna try to move it around. Shot from Barker to Balbua.
It was wide open for Balbuena, but he couldn't find and couldn't shot on goal.
tough one for her as
Yeah, if she just had to put it in the wide open net.
Tizzoni, she'll work her way to the far side, gonna drop it off to Japola as Finland will look to move this ball around as the shot from the far side shooter just beyond the yellow line goes to the feet of Kiana Bohm, and again Germany will look to set it up on offense. This is Hipper gonna work her way to the far side as shot was taken again for Germany as Marlene Steyer had it, unable to put it in the back of the net. So Hipper far side now working their way out again. Schaefer near side, she's gonna try to crash down, won't be able to. She'll work her way back up top. This is Koscherik. Now far side for Germany. Now they're back up top. Again, gonna try to work their way inside. In front of the net, Queelis takes the shot as the shot clock violation would have gotten them if it weren't for the stop from Lofgren.
I think this is a perfect start for Lofgren. She made so many saves so far. That's why this period is so evenly matched, thanks to Lofgren. This is how you want to jump in the game as a backup goalie.
Another fast break opportunity for Germany, it's in! And just as you say that, Emily Fusshuber takes it in, and Germany has their 11th in the first half.
I think it's still all right. That's Germany's second goal of the period. When a little bit more than 3 minutes remaining. Lofgren made so many beautiful saves. That was a fast break. She couldn't do anything with it. 3 German players against the goalie. Maybe 2 once went to the bench, but you know, it's outstanding from Lofgren, I think.
Definitely shown some improvement as face-off 1 picked up by the Finns. Losing it though was Oni, and Kiana Bohm going to get it very easily as she'll just loft it down the field as they'll go back to the Finns. This is Japola. Japola gonna work her way near side. Now beyond the yellow line. Again, losing the ball as Kaki had it for a second, unable to hang on to it, and again, Germany on the move. As this is Henrike Redfield. She takes the shot, and she's got it! Another fast break goal for Germany, and it is 12-4.
Germany takes back the lead with the beautiful fast break goal. She looked to her left, like trying to pass to. I can see the number of the German player, it's number 24, but decided to shoot it alone. That was a good decision. Scoring on the bottom right corner.
She was looking for any Hipper, potentially on the feed, but didn't need to. Face-off gonna be won by the Germans, or second it looked like, as they will get on top of it. This is Steyer. Motioning for help, she'll sub off, and this is Koscherik for Germany. Looks outside, this is Balbuena who loses it. Balbuena will keep it inside, but ultimately Finland had it for a second. Now they do have it again, as unable to clear it in time, and looks like that might take us to the second hydration break and the commercial break in the second quarter. We'll be back here in just a moment for the final minutes of the first half.
Pivo z rodinného pivovaru, kde řemeslo a tradice jdou ruku v ruce.
So we're back Play started a little bit early as the step-down shots for Germany. Lottie Barker. And now it looks like we might be getting our hydration break. Okay. So we'll be getting our hydration break now.
That was a little misunderstanding between the refs and us, but it is what it is.
Well, they're not too worried about our broadcast. They're mostly just worried about keeping the game in check. So that'll take it for us for the next minute or so. So we'll just head off the broadcast until the hydration break is over, I guess.
I just had a quick chat with one of the refs, just telling them they stopped the game, just restart it, then stop it again for a hydration break, and he said, oh, sorry, but we forgot the first one in the first period, so it's equal at the end.
Like I said, they don't really care about our broadcast. They more so just care about the game.
Yeah.
As pass is intercepted and taken away by Kiri Sander. That would have been her second goal, unable to put it in the back of the net as Millie Lofgren going to deflect it away. So this is Roth. We go far side as that's Emma Cardos. So again, a lot of space for Steyer, but she'll just go to it near side. That's Tessa Helf down to Balbuena. Back up side to Helf. Helf looking around as Barker back to Helf. Helf tried to feed it in.
A little less than a minute remaining on the penalty.
Another power play opportunity for Germany, trying to make it 3 for 3. It's back up top to Barker, to Helf. Shot was taken, and Lofgren gonna save it there, so. Here comes the Finland power play. It's gonna get out to Kaki.
Penalty kill, you mean?
Penalty kill. Sorry, mine is going a million different places. It's the Heat. Back up top to Kaki. Kaki gonna work it around. Again, Olaska gonna go high. Trying to go top shelf, was too high for Kiana Bowman. Now, a fast break opportunity again for Germany, and it is saved again. Millie Lofgren went into her knee pad as Henrika Raidfield had a chance for a second. So here comes Orr.
It's all even.
And with a couple seconds left, the shot too high. And that'll do it for the first half. 12-4 Germany in what has been an one-sided affair for the most part. A little bit closer, though, after the opening first quarter. And before we head out, any question or any thoughts you have before the second half starts?
Yeah, it was the same from Finland. When they had the chance, they tried to capitalize on it. They scored 2 goals in each period, but there was a huge step back from Germany after an outstanding first period, scoring 9 goals. But in the second, they slowed down, only scoring 3 times. But it is what it is. You don't need to rush it. They have a couple of games coming in the round robin. So we will see what's waiting for us in the next half.
All right, we will see, and we'll be back here in just a bit for more second half action in Prague. So back for the second half. Germany, Finland. It's 12-4 in favor of Germany, and you can look at the first half stats before they went away. It's been relatively one-sided.
Yeah, welcome back everybody all around the world who are watching the live stream of the first ever women's game here at Jižní Město. It's a privilege, and it was a friendly fire from Germany. So it's a privilege to be here and cover the game for you. Hopefully enjoy it so far. If you have any comments, questions, Luke going to read through it, and we try to make it as good as we can. So it was a really great start from Germany in the first period, scoring 7, only conceding twice, but a bit of a step back after Lundgren was substituted in. She got a pretty amazing start, making so many saves so far, and I think Finland somehow finds their way back or a little closer to Germany. Don't you think that, Luke?
They definitely made some good adjustments here in the second quarter. They were able to get something going on offense, and it goes back to the game that they had a couple days ago, or yesterday against Ireland, where they really struggled in the first half, but once they started getting going on offense in the second half, they were definitely able to build some momentum. So definitely some foundational pieces for the Finns going forward. Obviously, right now, the results might not be what they wanted, but then again, you just started playing. It's one of those things where it's like it takes time. You got to trust the process, and they've definitely shown that there's the potential there for some very competitive lacrosse in the future.
Yeah, as you see, that was an unforced error from Jupila. They have to fix those small details on their games, and they might be closer to Germany, but don't forget, Germany is one of the best teams in Europe. So many experienced players. So that's a no question, no-brainer for me. Why are they here and why are they have that lead? It's only a matter of time to score more. Ooh, hopefully she's all right. Yeah, Kaki, she's one of the best so far from Finland.
It's on the move. Shot was too far out for Emily Fuschubers. 3 shots already for Germany to start this half out. They have not been able to land any of them, and didn't mean to cut you off, but going to wrap around the goal here. For a second, it looked like she would. She won't. She'll actually take it top side, near side, as that was Quilitz. Now Balbuena, far side to the back to the near side to the far side again, and Balbuena underneath. And Losheshi step in the crease, and that'll be a takeaway, or not a takeaway, but it'll be a turnover for the Finns as they'll take over on offense. Again, nice opportunity for them as Evelina Lehikonen, who lost it, but a couple nice moments in transition against Ireland yesterday. She was one of the standouts for them in that regard. As on the move, that's Kiri Sander, has a goal already. Now going to get out to Miriam Bieber. Bieber's going to take it top side, near side. She'll work her way around to the far side, and she'll flip it out quickly to Katharina Schaefer, who lost it. Now Bieber's going to get back on top of it. Now all sorts of space here for Marlene Steyer, who had thought about shooting it a couple times and passing, still deciding what to do with it. Now shot clock winding down, just had to get rid of it.
That was the last second shot. It was easy from the side of Lovegrim. She saw it all the way. Great save. Still goalless in the third period.
Nothing doing for either offense to go in the first 3 minutes, give or take. And for those of you just joining in, we appreciate you for tuning in with us on this Monday afternoon, or whatever time it is, wherever you're watching from, as the shot fired out.
It's a Monday afternoon for us.
For us, yeah,
it's Central European time here at Jižní Město, Prague.
This pass goes too low for Barker. Now behind the net, they're going to go, as that was Koscherik. Now back up top, out to the far side to Helf. She's been a little bit quiet since the hat trick, as a shot was taken from Barker, and she takes it in. Lottie Barker dropping it in for the goal, and Germany starting the scoring out here in half number 2.
The first goal of the second half, and the first goal for the alternate captain, number 14, Lotte Barker. Uses Teija Alasalmi as a screen. Watching the replay, cuts inside. And as number 27, Matilda Martin, runs across in front of the goal line, she could have saved that unintentional.
Ball picked up by Kaki, so face-off going to be brought in by the Finns, and here they go. Barker's one of those players where not really going to stand out on the scoreboard, but what she does off ball and in transition, that's what makes her special. She's consistently making plays where they count, not necessarily where they show up on the stat sheet. And losing the ball for the Finns, that was Yina Yapala. And on the move here is going to be Tabia Hartseeker. Hartseeker with the fast one-on-one break, and she is not able to put it in the back of the net, able to rebound it, and gets the skip pass out to near side to Katharina Schaefer, who will drop it off to Queelitz. And Tabia Queelitz thinking about dropping it off. She's just beyond the red circle. So working her way inside is Katharina Schaefer. She tried feeding it into the middle. It was all plugged up by the Finns and picked back up by Germany. This is Emma Cardos, and the shot clock is reset for Germany. It's going to be a
Balbina tried it. It got blocked by one of the Finnish defender. And just right before, that was another great save from Mili Löfgren. And we have a penalty coming up.
So to be a hot.
No.
So to be a Queelitz going to head of the box.
Yeah,
for
that's
Germany.
a penalty, sorry.
So it'll
It's going to be the second chance for Finland.
So they've already converted on a power play earlier.
They scored the shortened, they scored the power play. Looking for the second.
So working around, far side, shot taken again, unloading it. As trying to pick it up for Germany is Emily Fuchschuber, and they're going to call Finland a push into the boards or push into the back, and it's going to go the other way for Germany. So this is Annie Hipper moving her way inside, and she's got it on the dunk. Annie Hipper taking it in, and Germany going to extend their lead on the short-handed goal, and doing it again.
So now both of the teams have short-handed goals. That was another 5-hole goal. This is another beautiful 5-hole goal, 5-hole day here in Jižní Město.
So everyone seems to be targeting that lower part of the box as face-off going to be picked up and won by the Finns, as that was Lehi Konen again. She's done a lot of dirty work for Finland. As ball picked up into the boards, that's Orr. She's near side, going to work her way around as this is Kaki. Now back up top to Oni. Now again, continue to work it around. The shot clock was winding down, so just going to take the shot. It would have been a shot clock violation. And on top of it was Romina Erhardt, second goalie subbing into the game. So a goalie change for Germany. And
sharp eyes from your side. I just wanted to share the story of that. So we've seen all 4 goalies so far in this game.
We have. It's one of those games where there's been a lot of turnover as a shot in the far right corner, up top, where Mama keeps the cookie jars.
Jesus Christ, to the top left corner. This is one of the greatest goals so far in the game. Scored by number 20, Kiekbusch.
And Clara Kiekbusch, you can see the move she made. She cut outside and then eventually goes back inside, just enough of a juke there to create enough space to put that one in the top right corner. And that'll take us to our first hydration break of the second half, and a big one, both teams, and it'll be 15-4 when we come back in just a moment for more second half action here in Prague. Some more second half action post the first hydration break. Taking a look at the game leaders. 2 players with the hat trick right now is Inka Ulaska and Tessa Health. So Ulaska had a hat trick yesterday for Finland as well against Ireland. She's been the main contributor offensively for the Finns as they'll work their way around. As the ball going to go too far, and
13 seconds remaining on that power play.
Germany very close to killing the rest of this power play, and it looks like they will. The time will go down, and that'll do it for the power play in about 2 seconds as the play clock will now resume, and we'll be back to even strength. Wheelitz going to jog her way back onto the floor.
2 for Finland on the power play.
No, they actually scored a power play goal earlier.
That's 1 for 2.
I at least said 0 for 2. That's my.
No, 1-1-1.
That's my bad.
I don't want to take their power play goal away.
Don't want to do that. As spin move from Steyer, not able to put it in the back of the net. Unable to complete the play as Health again. The Queelitz ball ricochets off the boards, and
she jumped in action from the penalty bench.
Missing on the
Trying to
rebound.
score. Yeah.
That was Balbuena. So ball going to trickle into German territory, but they'll get back on top of it. Goalie out of the net right now, so they still have a...
It's 6-on-5 so far, a delayed penalty.
As Balbuena was in front of the net. Ball doesn't get to her, goes into the nets, and
it's going to be the 4th penalty for Finland.
As it looks like for a second somebody might have been coming, and box is open, so somebody will be coming for Finland. They're just figuring it out who, and they're figuring out what it is. Specifically what the penalty is going to be. You can't see him, but the coach for Finland was holding his hands up, asking
it's a
what it
penalty
is.
for Germany.
Oh, it's asking on. It's on Germany. Okay.
Surprising.
Well, that's why he was confused.
Too many women.
There you go. So too many players on the floor for Germany, as heading into the box is going to be Marlene Steyer. So Germany will take over.
Oh, now this is the replay for that.
As I'll say, maybe boarding?
No, yeah, maybe boarding.
They're going to argue.
No, too many women. It's 6, as you see on the screen, on the left side and on the right side. So Balbuena jumped out from the changing area. So that was the reason. But I don't know why she's serving that. Number 9 is the in-home player for Germany, but they decided otherwise. So it is what it is. So 3-all for the penalties so far. And Germany scored twice on 3 occasions. And Finland looking to match the stats.
Kagi picks it up. Shot taken too far outside. Had to feed it in. And ricocheting off the walls again. Picked up by Tabia Hartseeker. Hartseeker has not a lot of space to work with. It's a 3-on-1. She'll feed it back up top. So working her way near side is Schaefer.
I think that's a coaching side decision. Hartseeker is the in-home player for Germany. They decided to change that.
So
they can do it.
Kiekbook's going to flip it out. Cardo's going to work her way in. The shot clock violation will end the drive for Germany. So
I'm going to ask her right after the game. Kardos is a Hungary-related family name.
There you go.
So maybe she got some connection. Or not.
You never know. It's a small world, as we mentioned earlier. So Finland, 45 seconds to go on the power play. And look at that shot differential. They're 4 for 9. I mean, on the 9 shots they've gotten on target, they've put 4 in. That's pretty impressive.
44% accurate on the shots. Why Germany only 29?
As feeding it inside. Ball too high, ricocheting again. As ball will go back to Germany. So Emily Richter will pick it up. Now, Lottie Barker going to work her way near side, and she'll try to, again, set up this Germany offense, which has been on fire. They are 1 for 3, both teams so far on the power play. And this will be the end of the power play for Finland in front of the net. It's in. Tabia Quilitz on the shorthanded goal. And so another shorthanded goal for Germany. The third shorthanded goal we've seen in this game, and now with a 12-point lead. I hate to say it, but we will be going to running time for the rest of this game. And for those watching who don't know, the running clock essentially, when it's a 12-goal game or more in the second half, it goes to running clock to speed things up, especially with this heat and how physical lacrosse is. You're playing also essentially on a hard, like on a basketball court level surface, so you don't want to.
But for the first time in the day, or first time in the tournament, the outside temperature is colder than the inside temperature. The storm is coming, what we mentioned before. It's going to rain from tomorrow for 2 days. It's easy here because we are in a sports hall, but the other two venues, Malešice and Radotín, it will occur some questions about it. So rain is not a problem for lacrosse players, but lightning, and you know, it's summer. It's a usual thing here in Hungary. I don't know where you're from the States, but if you know
Delaware.
Texas area, it's typically...
Grandmother lived there. I know how hot it gets.
Yeah, and how stormy it can be.
It's very stormy over there. There's a lot of humidity here, and it reminds me of my home state of Delaware, which is very, very humid for anyone. For if just one person somehow who knows what that weather's like, it's very humid, just like Florida. So this is Lottie Barker. She'll work her way down near side, spins away. Now going to create some more space for herself. Up top, the Balbuena, excuse me, outside on the far side, as Helf will get on top of the ball, as Quilitz going to work her way outside to Steyer, who thought about shooting it, tried to feed it down low to Balbuena again. As Helf on the skip pass, ball going to go into the nets. And that'll be the second hydration break of the third quarter, and it'll be our commercial break, as we'll be back here in just a matter of a minute for the rest of the third quarter.
I would like to correct the last penalty. It wasn't too many women on the field. It was holding on the stick. Hansa helped us about that, but the frame, what he freezed for us, we counted 6.
We did. So there's a little bit.
A penalty is a penalty.
Yeah. Discrepancy or not, there is a penalty on the floor, and well, it resulted in a penalty. So feeding it inside to Sievonen. Shot was not on target. As Finland has tried to work that inside feed a couple of times, it hasn't really worked. He's on the fast break again. It's Kiri Sander, but some good defense from Finland to counter the fast break for Germany, as they'll again settle the ball down. This is Balbuena working her way down as the shot taken. She tried crashing on the net. Ultimately, Millie Lofgren, though, going to stay in front of the ball. As a successful transition for the Finns. And he's going to go off the walls again to Kaki. Kaki going to get on top of it. This time, though, just managing to escape. As again settling the ball down, losing it. And picked up by Henrique Radfield.
Huge traffic in front of the German bench. Hard to pick up the ball. But somehow she fights herself through traffic and Finnish defenders.
So the feed goes far side for Germany. To Schaefer. Schaefer feeding inside. A shot from Hipper. And able to pick up her own rebound. Somehow able to do so. Just drops it off, though, as the shot clock would have expired.
She could have tried it. once again. 3 seconds were remaining on the shot clock, so why not? Ooh, she stepped on the line. That's another mistake from Finland.
It's a couple of those again today as it's Miriam Bieber on the feed and losing the ball.
Penalty coming up.
It's Germany. It's going to be a penalty, like you said. Laura Kosharek was hit in the back. It's going to be called a cross check, I believe. And is already going to have a Finnish player heading to the bench. It's Rika Orr.
It's number 14 for the first time. We see the replay. Yeah.
Yep. It's a little bit late on the substitution, and then you just can't have that kind of penalty, especially. I mean, obviously it's late in the game. You don't want to. It's not like there's a ton to play for necessarily outside of pride, but
yeah, Finland hasn't got any day off so far. They will have on the last play of the round robin. You know, it's a little bit different for the ladies because the last day of the round robin will be on Wednesday, while the men's last group stage game is today. So they start the knockout stage of the tournament from tomorrow, while the girls will start on Thursday.
trying to dunk that one in there, unable to do so. It's picked up by Cardos for Germany. That's Lottie Barker. And flip back to Barker. Now far side from Helf on the step down. And again, denied by Millie Lofgren.
Still amazing saves by her. When she has a chance to stop any shots, she does it. So I think it was an amazing change from the coaching staff just to find the better solution in between the posts. Lofgren doing an amazing job for Finland so far. Under 30 seconds in the third period and 44 remaining on the penalty. So it will be carry away for the last period.
So Richter flipping it to Laura Roth. And Roth denied again. Millie Lofgren has made a number of captivating saves, and that'll end the third quarter here in Prague at 16-4, Germany. And one more quarter remains, as we will be back here for the fourth quarter of action in just a moment. Back for the fourth quarter.
Sorry, I forgot to push the button for you.
It's all good. Back in the fourth quarter for Prague. It's Germany, Finland. And at the final quarter of this one is, take a look at the stats again. It's just been very, very one-sided.
It's really outstanding for Finland, scoring almost every second shots of the game. scoring 4 from 9 opportunities, which is really, it's really amazing if you look at the other stats so far on the game. This is the first European Championship, what we mentioned before, but both of the team represented their countries at 2024 in Utica. Have you been in Utica?
Have not.
Oh, you missed something big. It was really amazing. Germany finished in 6th place, which is really good for the teams comparing for the other results. They started pretty great against Ireland and England, and then met with Canada and Australia. And in a quarter-final, they lost against the Haudenosaunee nation. And in the placement game, sorry, it's your turn.
Again, Marlene Steyer. She takes it in for another Germany goal. I wish you could have gotten through your point. It's unfortunate that Germany adds another one. Not really unfortunate, but interrupts our conversation. How dare she? No, I'm joking.
No.
As you see the beautiful skip pass from Lottie Barker. And I've said it a couple times, what she's able to do. When you take away from the scoring aspect, and that's just another example. And that was an absolute beauty of a throw, and then obviously...
She asks for it, she fakes it, then go from down to high, putting into the top right corner. It was something different from Barker. Oh, Steyer, sorry, my bad. So it was a pretty amazing goal from Steyer. So going back to the World Championship on the placement, Germany had a huge clash against Netherlands, but they won the game in overtime. And for the 5th place, they met with England for the 2nd time in the championship.
Yeah,
oh, she got, it was an easy ball to catch for the German keeper. So they met with England in the 2nd time. On the group stage, they... no, sorry, it was Ireland, my mistake. So that was the first meeting between England and Germany, and they lost against England by 1 goal. So they took the 5th place, to the 6th place, sorry, which is a really great from Team Germany competing on their first ever World Championship. For Finland, it was a little different. They started playing against Canada, lost by 31-0. That's a hell of an experience for, against one of the best teams in the world. They lost against Ireland and Germany. These two teams met with each other at the group stage. They met with Australia and Netherlands. They lost all of their games. And for the 9th place, they lost against Hong Kong, China. So unfortunately, they couldn't win any game. But competing in a World Championship at Utica in the United States is so special, so amazing for any of the teams. So they can build something from it. This is another chance for Finland to grow the game and develop on box lacrosse. And I think they show some development so far, don't you think?
No doubt about it. It's just so amazing to see all these teams. This skip pass and an opportunity to hit her, unfortunately not able to land for Germany. But yeah, just going back to what we were talking about is, again, another feed to Hipper. But yeah, it's just so amazing to see all these different teams from across the world. As somebody from the United States especially, did not even know that there was lacrosse out in or really anywhere in Europe outside of maybe like England and some of the main European continents that have a decent American presence. But yeah, was not very aware of this prior to this tournament. So I think it's just so amazing that there are all these different teams across the world who want to play lacrosse. And it's just an amazing sport. It has an amazing community. Obviously, the history of lacrosse going back to, the Native American people. And I believe it was the Iroquois. Is a fast break shot is going to bounce off the pad of Lofgren. But yeah, just everything from the origins of how lacrosse came and to now where it's going. It's so amazing. Oh, yeah, it was right. He's taking the hit. Gonna get back up quickly, though, is Laura Kosharek. Hopefully she's okay.
That was a boarding for number 6, Ulaska, Ida Ulaska.
So Ulaska.
Maybe.
It was Ulaska. She's going to the box, and that's just...
Oh, cross-check, not boarding. I don't want to be too harsh for her, but
it's a little bit unnecessary.
It's more like a major for me.
It's a little bit unnecessary, just given the circumstances. It's a 13-point game late. Obviously, I get it. You're frustrated. And probably wasn't completely intentional either, but intent from actual action is always a different story, and they're going to call that every single time if it comes up. Is going to feed back inside. Rebounding, a nice behind the back pass, working her way back up to Health. Takes the shot and it ricochets off the board. She'll pick it back up. Health losing her footing for a second, motioning Balbuena inside, and the shot was again deflected away by a defender as Health picks it back up. Shot clock violation.
Oh, hopefully she's all right. Yeah, she's walking down.
Yeah, she'll walk
number
away.
32, and we have not yet 19 minutes remaining for the hydration break so far. So that's a 5th chance on power play for Germany. They could score 3 times, if I'm right. Yeah,
It'll be
3
the
times
third.
on a women advantage. We're really trying hard for the right calls for women's game after we called so many men's games. So if we make any mistakes, apologize for that, but hopefully we're right on track.
Siapala to Sivonen. Sivonen had a shot beyond the white line a couple days ago against the Netherlands. Has tried to feed that one there inside again, not able to drop it off though. As here comes Tessa Health, has some decent amount of real estate just going towards the 5-hole. And that'll go into the pads of Amelia Lofgren. It looks like we might be heading to our first hydration break of the quarter, and so that we will. It's 17-4 Germany, and we'll be back here in just a moment. So again, back for the 4th quarter. Done with our first hydration break and the second to last of the game, as we'll have one more at around the 5-minute mark of regulation.
A little less than a minute remaining on the power play. We've seen the goal leaders, 3 women with a hat trick so far.
Both teams have scored shorthanded as into the boards.
It should have been a call for me again. If they called the last one,
they should have called that. Kaki goes flying, able to stay on the floor as
3 against 2.
Hipper.
Little misunderstanding with Balbuena running to the same position.
So up top goes Barker. Barker to Balbuena. Back to Barker. Now far side again up top to Barker. And Lottie Barker just going to take the shot. Outside, trying to feed it inside to Health, and she does.
Nice 3-on-5 so far for Germany on the power play.
And again,
huge shot from low and the rebound. A great pass for the far side. And the captain is the first who scored 4 goals in the game. It was wide open. Nice power play from Germany. 14 goals lead.
18-4. It was a 1-1 game at one point in this game. Siapala will pick up the face-off for the Finns. Now trying to again feed it inside, but nowhere to go with that one and no space to work with. So on the move is Emily Richter. Richter again, she's going to work her way near side and passing it back up to Katharina Schaefer on the feed. As Schaefer going to work her way around, now going to feed it outside. Quilitz, who couldn't corral the passes. A couple changes for Germany. They'll just get rid of it, as a shot clock violation would have resulted in a turnover either way. So here comes the Finns again. On the move. Monto loses it. Now again,
That's a penalty. Once again.
trying to move it around. Shot taken for a second time as Orleans Steyer tried to dunk it in front of the net, was not quite able to do so. The late penalty happening on the end of this play is Helf again, near side. You're going to feed it behind the net. Serving around with Steyer. Now again up top is Koscherik. Koscherik going to feed again back behind to Steyer. Now far left shot, it's in! Lottie Barker.
That was a beautiful play, a great and fast ball movement all around the offensive side, goes behind the goal, feeds back to Barker, who buries it to the down left corner with a beautiful hard shot downtown.
And again, for Finland, just not shifting up. As you can see right there, as it needed, on that play specifically, Evelina Lehikoinen needed to shift up to try to attack Barker and prevent her from taking that shot. Never shifts up, and then, well, can't even talk about the slide as she didn't even need to have a slide. Shot taken again on the fast break, it's in. Annie Hipper. And that's going to be 20 for Germany.
The skipper scores again. That's a brace for her.
As
it's already 4-0 in the first period and 8-0 in the second half. After scoring twice in each period in the first half for Finland, they couldn't find any chance to score on the other side of the field. Germany living their life in the sports hall of Jižní Město so far.
They have, as they've scored in all types of way today, whether it's been just getting it around, it's been on a fast break, it's been dunks, whatever. As the shot going to go far outside, that was Lottie Barker again on the shot. As Helf will take it near side. Maneuvers, now down underneath to Barker on the dunk. Rejected from Lofgren. So again, Helf gonna feed back inside to Schaefer, who took the shot. Helf tried to grab the rebound, but it hits the nets. And that'll take us to our final hydration break of the game and our media commercial break. We'll be back here in just a moment for the final minutes of Germany-Finland here in Prague.
The Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high-quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world.
Pivo z rodinného pivovaru, kde řemeslo a tradice jdou ruku v ruce.
So back again off the final hydration break and commercial break of this matchup between Germany and Finland. What has been, again, one very sided between these two teams. So the move for Finland, that's Ina Jaapala. She feeds inside. Jaapala going to get it to Inka Ulaska, who has a hat trick so far for the Finns. As ground ball picked up by Laura Roth, and she has Ulaska just the beat. Takes it near side, and again, working her way around. This is Schaefer. Surveying again. Thought about maybe breaking in, won't do so. On the cut, it's a shot from Steyer. She was looking for another goal, but Millie Lofgren able to reject her. Here comes Pentala. Gonna feed, and passes dropped. As Sievenen had it for a second, unable to complete the process of the catch though. And again, going towards the 5-hole, a second chance opportunity for Germany, again denied. And possession will flip over to Finland. So Suvioni, the captain, will again go for the return. Again, going to try to work this one around. And deep pass.
Almost perfect pass.
Laska, just too far.
From the half line.
To Laska stepping down.
She was so desperate, almost pushing her back to the other side of the field, but it was something special almost. Find Ulaska.
Ulaska outside to Kaki. Kaki gonna try to work her way inside, takes the shot. Gonna land right into the chest of Romina Erdhard, who's been very solid in relief of Kiana Bohm. It's clear gonna go way past the white line for Finland, and the Finns will recover. They'll, with 2 minutes give or take, again try to add something on the board as quickly Orr still has it. Erika Orr pushed into the box, unable to advance it any further.
I know it's a bad record, but Finland is the first team in a tournament to concede more than 100 goals. And we have a timeout for Finland maybe.
It will be Finland as they'll try to draw something up on offense
Hansa,
and at least
with the graphics, as always.
Break the shutout in the second half. Again, want to thank everybody who's worked on the graphics, from everyone who's here to.
You mean everybody as Hansa?
No, I don't mean just Hansa. I mean everybody in the tournament. I mean everybody across all three venues.
Here in Jižní Město, everybody equals Hansa.
Yeah.
Just to know.
Obviously, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it like that. I think Hansa gets what I mean. Hansa, shake your head if you get what I mean. Okay, he shook his head. See, he owed me a beer. So 2 minutes to go.
No, I owe him a beer after I lost my bet with him yesterday, but it will be right after work.
No work beers for us.
2 minutes left from this game, when we have a fast break.
It's fast breaks for Quilitz. She's got it, top shot. Tabila Quilitz with the exclamation point for Germany. Maybe not needed, but now the scoreboard's old enough to join you for a beer.
To be serious, there is another game coming at Jižní Město right after this. It's going to be one of the biggest matchups in the round robin. Israel will take Czechia.
That'll be an exciting game, and that'll be a game you'll be taking play-by-play duties for, so I know you're very excited to be able to do that. I'll be on the color with you. It'll be a good time. As the waning seconds.
This should surprise me on
this
color.
This matchup, this is Health. Gonna work her way back inside. Shot was taken to Lofgren. It's gonna bounce off her chest pad, but ricocheted and caught by Germany.
Oh, triple save by Lefrain.
Lofgren, another save
Lofgren,
for her.
sorry.
She's had a number of nice, I mean, it's been tough for whoever's been in the back of the net for Finland so far, whether it's been
Once
her
again,
or Rivera, but they've had their moments.
Everywhere.
So it could be a lot worse for her.
I think we know who we're going to call for the after-game interview.
Could be a good decision as under 30 seconds we go. It's going to be a timeout, it looks like.
Yeah, it's timeout for
Germany.
25 seconds remaining. No, sorry, 40 seconds
That's
remaining.
the timeout.
Oh, that's
clock.
the timeout. So 25 seconds remaining on the game, while a little less than 35 on.
25 seconds left to go in this one. As you take a look at the scoring, and there's been quite a bit of it.
I would be happy if this graphic shows my bank account right after the tournament, but that's not the case. Hansa, is it your bank account? Yeah, that's his.
Being a producer pays, baby. It pays very well.
Here we are with the last sequence or last offense of the game.
So working it around himself outside.
It's 6 against
Barker.
5.
Now the feed inside. Schaefer back to Barker. Gonna go behind the net, diving, and Schaefer brought it in.
That's a good goal. That was
Germany.
That was a great goal by the coaching staff, pulling the goalie, playing 6 against 5 for the last couple of seconds, and that was the final moment of the game so far.
Couldn't have said it much
What to
better
say?
myself. A one-sided affair between Germany and Finland ends in a 22-4 result, as that'll be the end of yet another day across for the German and Finland women teams. As any last thoughts here for us?
Sorry, I was preparing for the interview. We have seen the first women's game here at Jižní Město. I think we have seen what we are looking for. That was a great game between two teams. Yes, Germany is a little bit better. They were a little bit better today, but you know, there is a game where you should start. There is a point when you should start developing box lacrosse for women's too in Finland. They started a little bit better than in the second half, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. There's no shame in it. You are here at the European Championship, so congratulations for both of the teams.
No doubt about it. We want to thank everybody here who's joined us for this game. Don't go anywhere. It's 6:30. Like you said, we'll have Czechia and Israel in a big matchup, and that's one of the highlight marquee women's games, and so we'll get that to you later. And so far, we'll be back in a moment for the interview, but until then, that'll do it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Tessa Hav, the captain, the leader for Team Germany. That was your first game here at Jižní Město after you played outside at Tredetin. First of all, congratulations for the win. First of all, congratulations for the goals you scored so far. Was it different here at the sports hall, or it doesn't matter, just score and take the win?
Well, the heat is still a little bit crazy, but it does make a difference to not have the sun shine on our black helmets. So it's actually good to be here for the next two games. as well. But again, it was a tough game. The Finns put up a great fight on defense. They pushed us around. But we just focused on a few small things today that we wanted to improve on from the last game. And that worked very well for us. So we're super happy about taking the win home.
Well, was it good to come back after a day off?
Yeah, absolutely. Day off was really needed. I think we're quite lucky with our schedule. We had 3 games, day off, and now another 3 games. So of course we want to take advantage of it as much as possible.
Yeah. You have one more hard game against Israel after you lost against Czechia, but you know, still a couple of games coming so far. Where are you with your game plan? Where are you with the round robin, and what's the goal or the aim for the rest of the round robin?
Yeah, so we're 3-1 now. We lost against England in overtime yesterday. Yeah, I mean, tomorrow, first of all, we're going to play the Dutch. This is going to be a hard game. They put out a great game against the Czechs yesterday. So we focus on that first. Of course, we want to take home the win. I mean, but we're focusing from game to game. And then, of course, Thursday will be very tough. Last group game against Israel, everybody will be a bit tired. And yeah, we're just fighting for a spot in the semi-finals. But it's great how close everybody is. So it's very exciting week.
Congratulations and good luck for that.
Thank you.
So welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen. I am here with Mille Löfgren. I think you had an outstanding job jumping in the game in the first half, made so many saves. No matter what this end score for you, but you were outstanding. How was the game for point of view?
The game was awesome. I was on fire today, but also all my team was on fire today. They made me very easy to play.
Yeah. This is the second tournament, the second big tournament for Finland. So you played in Utica in 2024 at the World Championship. Now you're here in Prague for the European Championship. How is it for the whole team to play in that big level at the World and at Euros?
We were practicing a lot when we were in Utica. We was just young players in lacrosse years, but now we have been practicing 2 years, and we are going to move forward step by step.
The schedule for you is a little hard because the day off is in your last day of round robin, so you have to play all your games first. Is it a little bit harder or just play game by game?
I would lie if I said that it was hard, because it is. Also, and when I speak with goalie, it's very hot.
Okay, you are halfway there. 3 more games coming for you, and hopefully you can get more saves at the end.
Yes. More games to Finland and for us. We're getting better each game. Yes.
Congratulations and have some rest.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.